The best skaters in the business are coming to Canada next week, including our own Patrick Chan, Tessa Virtue, and Scott Moir. But before they go toe-to-toe at the World Figure Skating Championships, we've been watching their every move.
If you're at the top, people are trying to beat you. It's always better to be the hunter than the hunted.
I'm Anne-Marie McDonald. Doc Zone gets inside the rink like never before to bring you ice, sweat, and tears. They train like prize fighters and suffer like triathletes.
His heart goes to maximal heart rate, 209.
Pushed to the limits of mental and physical endurance.
There's just so much going on in an athlete's mind all the time.
It's like spinning plates.
Risking disaster every time they lace up.
And that's what's scary about us. We have blades on our feet, hitting heads on the ice, relentless pounding. Throwing yourself up into the air and spinning faster than your eye can see. The jungle gym, you know, with no rules.
And making it all look so effortless.
We make it look easy because that's our job.
It shows how amazing the body can be.
To have that much speed and power and to be able to control it.
Thousands of young hopefuls dream of joining the ranks of these champions, but only a few make the cut.
We're trying to push the envelope.
This is an inside look at what it really takes to be a champion. It takes ice, it takes sweat, and it takes tears. When they're slapping on the skates, not every kid dreams of hockey greatness. For some, there's a dream that's just as big, just as thrilling, and maybe even more challenging: the world of competitive figure skating. The sport was once all about carving compulsory patterns into the ice, but today's athletes have gone miles beyond figure eights, pushing limits, breaking records, and going places never imagined. Although the sport gets the most attention every 4 years during the Winter Olympics, the annual World Championships attract millions from around the globe, and the young competitors at the top enjoy the status of rock stars. The World Championships are in a different country every year, and first, skaters must face a grueling season of Grand Prix competitions at home and abroad. What are the challenges, the dangers, the rewards? Who are the players to watch? The journey to a Grand Prix championship begins here, far from the public eye, at Skate Canada's High Performance Camp. It's like a class reunion for many of the members of the Skate Canada team. They've been training all summer at rinks across the country and around the world, and today marks day one of the new season.
It's a monitoring camp that we use with our athletes that are going to be on the Grand Prix circuit for the year. And we do a simulated competition to assess their programs, provide them feedback, and prepare them for the season ahead.
This is the first chance for competitors and coaches to unveil the new routines they've been working on all summer.
So from your difficult position, get into the
entry
edge
here,
and then
make
roll
it right
into
here. Yeah.
It's ground zero for discovering how to wow a judge.
That's better, yeah.
Or how to get disqualified.
Like originally I was thinking of having like little shorts and then the skirt that comes from there.
It looks awesome.
It has to be all the way around. All around, yeah.
Our athletes come prepared to this camp. They take it very seriously. It's a real stepping stone for the season. So usually after they finish this week, they're ready to go.
The competitors we're following throughout the coming season are ready to go. Ice dancing couple Tessa Virtue and Scott Moir won gold at the 2010 Olympics and World Championships, but they finished second to their American rivals at the Worlds in 2011 after a series of injuries. In the coming season, they have something to prove. Pairs figure skaters Paige Lawrence and Rudy Swiggers started out together as junior competitors and moved up to seniors 2 years ago. The highest they've achieved so far at this level is bronze. This season, they are determined to go for gold. Patrick Chan broke 3 world records at the 2011 championships and may be one of the best the sport has ever seen. Now he plans to compete with a brand new program. This is the first time anyone's seen it, other than his coach Christy Kroll and choreographer Laurie Nickel. The entire team has turned out to watch. Kevin Reynolds and Andre Rogozin are particularly interested. They've been skating in his shadow and both want a bit of the limelight for themselves.
As a skater, you sometimes feel uneasy about certain changes.
Higher.
So that's why we always like to get feedback at the high performance camp from judges, from technical specialists.
For us, it was kind of all on a monotone, even keel.
Okay.
So it's showing that full range of emotion while you're trying to get all the tricks done.
Yeah, well, I'm getting all the,
Easy for us to say, right?
Yeah. If they like it at this point of the year, that's great because it's still early and the program is still in the development part of its life.
That's my favorite part of it. I made him do it over and over just for my viewing pleasure. That's pretty much what we're doing right now.
The goals in most competitive sports are higher, faster, and stronger. But few athletes face additional challenges like more original,
Yeah, it's neat.
more graceful,
You feel music really well, I know that. To make those moments where you're actually connecting with the audience.
more passionate,
Look at her like you love her.
and more perilous.
Have you ever tried butterfly entries? Have you ever tried anything else to get the level 4 going up?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
Okay.
that one's for sure
All right,
good.
great.
It's not like once the steps and all the footwork and all the technical elements of the program are put in and slotted into the music, it doesn't mean it's over.
It's far from over. In fact, it's just beginning. And there are many different ways to get to the podium. The route that Tessa and Scott took meant leaving their homes and families behind to train here in Canton, Michigan. They believe if you want to go for the gold, you need to train with the best, and the best is legendary Russian coach and choreographer Marina Zueva. Zueva will work only with the cream of the crop, and when she first saw these two together 7 years earlier as junior skaters, she saw something special.
Unique, unique, unique. I never saw before in ice dance. Because the chemistry, you can see right away how they related. Just between them, power. And I saw right away, I knew it. No. Yeah, that's no,
In the beginning, to be honest, Tessa and I were petrified of Marina, and we were just trying not to say anything and not get in trouble.
You have to show exactly a moment when you're, amour.
Cupid.
Cupid. Why Cupid? Why you can say amour?
There's a certain Marina language that we've learned.
Isn't it fun? It's fun to see.
Yeah, I find that my English is getting a lot worse in the 7 years that I've worked with her.
It is true how have to be looked.
Sometimes things like our arms can be really dirty. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's so dirty, and what really means is that we're not in unison or we're not in sync,
Yeah.
so we have to clean it up.
Or that's blast, which means people really like
Just
it.
a blast.
I'm just a blast to see how they're happy, skate and perform. Just to do the movement with the music, do your story, right? Hip forward, soft step.
Virtue and Moir are not Zueva's only team. She's coaching a number of world-class competitors, including their greatest rivals, Americans Merrill Davis and Charlie White.
People gravitate towards good, and they want to skate with the best skaters and be with the best coach. So how do you coach two skaters who might be competing against each other for a world title? How do you do that?
Each team have very, very strong individuality, very strong. I try, right, to give them full possibility to win. I just focus them. Next team, same thing, I love them as much as other team. Tessa have feel, right? Feel of the dance, feel of the body, feel of love, feel of each other, like man and woman. It's the best of them. Other team have passion, show, bring it, and sit on that. That's yours.
How is it to be involved in one of the greatest rivalries ever?
Wow, one of the greatest rivalries ever.
Well, rivals, I don't know about that, but we're certainly friends, and it creates a very motivating atmosphere at the ring.
Just how fierce is the rivalry? Tessa and Scott jockey with Charlie and Merrill for top spot every single time they face off. In the 2009 and 10 season, Davis and White placed first at the Grand Prix final. Then, at the Vancouver Winter Olympics, Virtue and Moir edged them off the top to take gold, and they managed to capture more gold at the Worlds. But the following year, Charlie and Merrill took it away again.
That's a delicate balance for a coach to be able to give each skater what they need without feeling like they're giving more to the other one. And I'm sorry, but that's not how life works. There is going to be more attention given to one every once in a while. It's a very volatile environment, but at the same time, pressure builds diamonds.
Did his job done, walk out, go home. So, to-do.
Training in a crowded rink alongside your greatest rivals is not for everyone. But can privacy and isolation be a recipe for championship? This pair is counting on it. Pairs team Paige Lawrence and Rudy Swiggers have been training with coach Patty Hole for more than a decade, and they've done it all straddling the border of rural Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Here, they've got unlimited ice time and the undivided attention of their coach. Paige was 9 when she started training with Patty, and Rudy was 10. But they've not always been a team. Paige didn't even want to skate pairs.
No way did I want to do pairs with Rudy. I liked being my singles and didn't really trust Rudy, didn't want to have anything to do with the pairs scene.
I said to Paige, because she's from a farm and she's tough and, you know, is up to challenges, I thought, well, you know what, I know you don't want to skate with Rudy, but can you at least come out and we can keep him busy for the summer until we find him a partner, you know? So they would come out to my place, and in the garage we'd do some lifts and try some different things. And as the summer got on, she goes, maybe I kind of like this. Oh, okay.
So let's do from the Lutz, let's do these. Do you need to warm your hands up?
You're good.
The pair started out in a Wawota, Saskatchewan hockey barn with a training program that required dedication and long underwear.
The arena was not insulated at all, and there was lots of holes in the roof, the walls. Snow would come in the front doors, side doors. You know, they'd have icicles on their eyelashes.
The worst days is when it gets to be colder in the rink than it is outside. And it'll be like minus 40 outside, and it'll be colder than that inside the rink. And
That's a bit of an exaggeration.
They've since moved to Virden, Manitoba. It's not only warmer, it has all the facilities Patty needs to build a pairs team that can compete with the world. It's a town of 3,000, and everyone is a Paige and Rudy booster.
All right, flip-a-Yui, we're going the other way now, other way around.
And sooner or later, everyone asks them the same question. Do you two date?
Obviously, we never have and never will, because that's not a dynamic that I really understand. I don't know how someone can spend that much time with another person. Like, that's almost 24/7, and I would personally go insane. It's kind of like the whole brother-sister thing where you can finish each other's sentences at times, sadly. So it's something that's definitely going to last a lifetime. You know, I can't really put a name on it, but it's something real.
The chemistry could help these two go far. But they're going to need much more in the way of support.
Oh my God.
One key supporter is former pairs champion Lyndon Johnston. He's been helping train and coach while bringing a fresh eye to the team.
I see them a lot less than what Patty does, and so I have that more of a broader sense of what is going on, and so I'm a little more calmer, and whereas Patty may see something that has happened more often, and she's like, I told you, you got to do this.
You're going here, and you're bending and turning instead of keeping it. We haven't done them in a while, so he's a cheater.
Whereas, you know, if it is a mistake, I don't necessarily get all bent out of shape about the mistake itself. Fix your circles, and then the mistake won't be there.
There's one thing the coaches agree on 100%.
Both Patty and I believe that they can be world team. It's just convincing the skaters themselves that they can be world team. They're not small town. They can be small town kids in a big world.
How can a pair of small town kids take on the world? And how can Scott and Tessa hold on to their title with their competitors literally nipping at their heels from the other side of the rink that they call home?